All right, who's Flora? Would you like to go first?
Hey Rats, what's the changes to the team this year? This week.
This week, I think. Do you think it's a good idea to play Cooper Harvey? You do? Yeah, okay. All right, well, we're going to do it. We're going to play Cooper Harvey for his first game against the Cats, all right? So, yeah, you might have to come to match committee, I reckon. Hey? And who's your favourite player?
Bailey Scott.
Yeah. Who's your favourite AFLW player?
Emma Kearney.
Yeah, very good. Did you have a good session today?
Yeah.
You were very good at doing the water. Very, very good. And you're good at media too. I think whatever you do in footy, you're going to be very good if you want to do it, okay?
Okay.
Well done today.
Thanks.
Good girl.
Right, take us through the moment this morning and how exciting is it to hand the young kid an AFL debut?
It was, I think at footy clubs, these are some, there's some great moments. And it's not about the game itself, it's the build-up and the lead-in and the things that you do behind the scenes as a group. And we were very fortunate today to have 13 father-son kids here, and Boomer got up to sort of introduce the former legends of the clubs, but their kids that came up to speak. And then by the end of it, he said, Coop, you were a part of this how many times, and went through the whole story, and him being, I think he said 6 or 7 times. Jackson Archer was 6 or 7 times being father-son days like today. And then he said, and the good thing is you're the next shin boner as well. So it is amazing that you think, 6 or 7 years ago, Cooper Harvey standing there, and next minute he's out the front with his dad to play his first game. And now it's his AFL journey just about to start. But it is great for the club. It's great for the kids to see, it can happen, and to be a part of the moment that he got selected too. They'll remember that forever.
What can we expect for Cooper at AFL level? Does it feel like you've almost made him earn that little bit extra in the last few weeks, given he's been backing up some strong VFL performances?
I'd say there's been things that he's worked really hard on his game. But what it's sort of like when you think about the cricketers that just keep making 80s and 70s and 60s and 100, and he's just forced his way into the team. 8 shots at goal. He came to Adelaide as the carryover, so he's very close anyway. So to have 8 shots at goal, 5 goals, and played a very good game. So for him to come up, he's creative with the ball. He's a goal kicker. So that's what we'll see. In the game.
Any similarities between father and son?
They both like kicking a goal. There's a little bit. There's some. I think Boomer was a sort of different player to Coop, but that's the bit. He's got the tag of Harvey, but he'll create his own path in AFL, and he's got his own unique style and the way he goes about it. And he'll have the Harvey name, but he'll be his own individual person along the journey as well.
Was Dad a bit emotional this morning?
I thought he's going to cry, which. That's. I think Boomer's done a lot of things in AFL footy and broken so many records and done that, but I dare say that would be one of his finest moments, to tell his son that he's playing AFL footy. I think getting drafted for his son would have been pretty special, but to tell his son that, so I'd say that's in his top 3 all-time moments. Probably could even surpass a premiership, maybe.
Just in terms of this week, we know Clarko's been back in the working capacity. Can you just explain what that's looked like from the club? I know he hasn't been at the club, but he's offside and how that's looked from a club perspective.
Yeah, well, he went to watch the under-18s in Brisbane, so he spent some time there. He's caught up with the coaches offside yesterday. It was about 3 hours, so just to talk about, where we are and, what we're looking for, and just to get, a bit of a catch-up on what we've done, why he's been away, and what we're focused on, some of the things that he's had a look at from opposition to us, and how can we improve. So, yeah, he's caught up with a few others, staff as well, Jen and Sonia as well. So, yeah, he's just sort of using each day as, touching with a different department, or, just reconnecting with everybody. So, yeah, he's done a little bit, and that'll probably continue for maybe, to next week, and then we'll just have a look and, does he catch up with everyone early next week and the players, and, yeah, that'll sort of just take care of itself, I think.
So are you taking it more day by day at the moment rather than having a really fixed plan?
I think so. I think we've got to be flexible, don't we? The bit is how's he feeling? Has he caught up with all the news and what we're trying to do? Just fill in some of the gaps, and it might take 1 week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. I think if we put a timeline on it, I think it puts people under pressure, and we don't need to be under pressure here. We control when he comes back in and how it's done. So we just do it what's best for the team and what's best for the club. That's the most important part here, and how that transition is, as I said, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, it doesn't matter, as long as we do it where we're all on the same page and it's the best thing for the footy club and the players.
On field today, it looks like Zerha and Goldie were sort of spending a bit of time away from the rest of the group today. Are they fit to go? Are they good to go?
Yeah, Goldie had a little bit of a cold but felt better today, so he yesterday felt a bit off, so we just took it easy with him. 35, he's getting a bit older, and Cam just had a little bit of a bruised heel, which we wanted to look after, so it's there's not much to it, but it's sort of one of those parts of the year where you sort of look after your athlete to make sure that they get through and they look after themselves a bit. We travelled back, and so from that point of view, we're just taking care of him.
In terms of,
Will Phillips has got one of the great shiners. Is he up for selection, or is that any concussion concerns?
No concussion. No, he was fine with concussion. He was cleared of any cracks or anything as well. And just got opened up by a flying elbow and in a tackling drill, which you don't like to see it, but actually it was actually good to see. It just see the spirit of how we want to fix a part of our game that hasn't been as good as it should be. So I think sometimes when you push the buttons of the players to get them going, you cop a little bit of friendly fire, and I think it's good. It's just good he didn't get a crack or anything as well, but that's part of the game. Yep.
where do you feel like the team's at the moment? Obviously, the performance last week, really strong moments, first half, and then fell away going into the Cats' major challenge. Do you get a sense of where they're at the moment?
I think from our point of view is, that game on the weekend, the first half looked good because we scored, but the opposition kicked 12 goals. We can't play that way, and we showed glimpses, we showed some signs, but for us it's about consistency, and the longer that game went, the more the margin would have just gone out. So from that point of view, we've just got to keep pushing to get 4 quarters and be a bit more consistent, and that's all phases of our game. And I don't want to pinpoint one area over another, but there was just a few things that we didn't get quite right on the weekend.
A few photos doing the rounds at the moment, just sort of in the news the last 24 hours. Have you got a take on that, and have you felt the need the club to make any contact with AFL or any individuals around these photos that have emerged in the last 24 hours?
I think we just need to look after the privacy of the people. That's important, but it's unbelievable how these photos get out for a start. I haven't really got much taken. I think we just look after the individuals. I think that's important too. So,